Hello. Sorry for the delay, folks. My laptop was having a fit. Meow. Toby. Come on. You're just in time, Toby. Hi, Spike. How are you doing? Thanks for coming. You excited to get ramen tomorrow? Your knee hurts. Why does it hurt? Oh yeah, that's to the ramen, I believe. Don't know, maybe he slept funny. Could be. I think Toby was sleeping with you last night, so maybe he just made you sleep in a funny position or something. I guess Toby's gonna help me sew today. Can I get you to look at the camera, hun? Nope, you're leaving. Okay, well, maybe next time. Hop up in the window. You gonna knock the foam over, hun? Alright, well, it's Felt Friday. And last week, I made this little cactus. And then I spent a long time working on this frog. And then I finished up the frog off stream. And he's got little eyeballs now. And I made him a lily pad. And I felted it into this cactus so it doesn't come off very easily. And now I have a spot to put my needles for the stream. I have an itchy spot on my elbow that I'm scratching too much. And I don't have any lotion or anything to put on it right now, so I'm just trying my best to ignore it. So yeah, let's see. I've done these 3 banners off stream before I started streaming, and then I've worked on these 2 on stream. And I started this opossum one. So I'm gonna work on this one today, and then I'll probably finish this one and move on to one that I have set up here, where I'm gonna do a little frog on it. I haven't cut out the frog piece yet, though. So that's where I'm at. Toby's going up on the desk. No, Toby. No. Thank you. So, after I did some of this, I realized it would have been best to sew it directly on here, because now I have to have stitches that either I have to try to hide them, or I have to just go over these stitches carefully to make them look like they fit. So, you don't want to go through too many layers at once. Like, I don't want to do all of them all at once. But, yeah. Since these stitches are going to show, I should have done them directly on here. So, I think I'm going to do that first. Get that going, and then we'll give this guy some teeth so he doesn't look like he's just gumming nothingness. So, let's find... Oh no, I've got some silver thread to match the thread there, but I want some white stuff. My very messy container out here. I ordered some more floss bobbins so I can be a little bit more organized. I've got a few too many. And I've got some sashiko thread here that I've been using to fix denim or do visible mending on denim so it doesn't split apart the way your traditional, I don't know, Western floss does, embroidery floss. I like it a lot. It's nice to work with, and it works well for heavy material like denim. I got some threaders today. I brought them in so I don't have to struggle as much trying to thread the needles. Go ahead and steal this needle, actually, because this one's got the biggest eye of the ones I have. And could use that one, but I think I have some white floss. It's not being used. This one's already split, it looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Get some of my thimbles out while I'm here. What you doing, hon? I don't need very much, so I'm just going to... This is probably split down to 2. It is. That's okay. I'll still use it. Oh, and then there's more. Okay. Well, this will work. I might get into it and then decide that it's too thin and I don't like it, but I'll have to get there first. Oh, Toby, you're not supposed to be up there. Okay. Teeny tiny little needle thing. Stick it through. You watch your cat hop on top of your ukulele. Put the thread around the little tiny hook and you hook it through. There you go. Not quite as perfectly easy as the ones I used as a kid. They're still available. It's like a thinnest little piece of like plasticky metal, and then it's got a diamond shape that goes through the eye of the needle. And that way you can just put it through that diamond shape and not have to worry about keeping it on this tiny hook. But I have had trouble with that, with the diamond shape and the needle, or sorry, the diamond shape and the floss being too thick before to like get back through the needle. So, you know, whatever. I bought a pack of these, so this is what I got and this is what I'm using. Cat hair everywhere. Hey, sweetie. Please don't chew on that fake plant. I don't want you to chew on my real plants either, but... Yeah. Yeah, you got some outside time yesterday? The day before? I don't remember. Alright. Here goes nothing. How is work going for you, Spike, other than your knee hurting? Is it a chill Friday? Is it hectic? People trying to get things done before the weekend? Probably not as bad as yesterday or the day before. Well, that's nice. And you don't have to stay late today, so that's nice too. You don't usually have to get stuff done out at the end of the week. Okay. I mean, people could have their own personal goals, I suppose, but you're not usually beholden to those kinds of goals. I'm most beholden to you. Most beholden. Oh, I told my dad about the pixie dream girl. Manic pixie dream girl. I don't know if you'd consider it, I guess, a character type. Character trope, I don't know. But he hadn't heard of it. Also, when we were watching stuff, there was a preview of a movie called Day for Night on TCM. And I'm like, what? Day for Night? When I say a preview, I meant like, this is what's going to be playing next. And then it didn't show anything about it. But so I have no idea whether it's related to like shooting Day for Night or not. Yeah, well, Day for Night. Okay. We make promise dates based on how long things take by the end of weeks. Not by the end of weeks. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I want more Best of the Worst. It's my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. Red Letter Media's Best of the Worst. Might be like the easiest time to add teeth, but I think I'm going to do it with thicker floss. Not have to worry too much about it not showing. It also has the same initials, Best of the Worst, with Breath of the Wild. And that confuses me occasionally. Less so now that we're not playing it actively. Guess Toby got bored and he left. My dad and I watched a movie last night. We've been watching old movies since I was in middle school. So we watched a movie called The Southerner last night, which makes me think of The Westerner. Good movie, Gary Cooper. But it didn't have anything to do with it. Different director and everything. It got 5 stars on TCM, high ratings for things, and it must have been a 40s film based on things. I didn't check the date at the time, and I don't remember. But it was pretty boring, gotta say. Not a favorite. The only person I knew in it was Percy Kilbride. It's Pa Kettle from the Egg and I and the Ma and Pa Kettle series of films. I don't know, about a cotton farmer and the hardships of cotton farming in the like 30s or whatever. And yep, it was long and not really inspiring, which is maybe what it's supposed to be. I don't know. The dog didn't die, so that's nice. The cow didn't die either. For all the hardships they had, I don't think they killed anybody off except for right at the beginning. Grandpa died. But yeah, I think I'm gonna continue just trying to hide the stitching behind this gray stuff. It's working all right. So yeah, that one was a bit of a bummer, and the sarsaparilla we had was a bit of a bummer. My dad and I would always get sarsaparilla at the state fair, every year and look forward to it every year. Just can't get it anywhere. At least not where I live. And when the fair redid that area, the place that had it didn't return. So we've been without it for a number of years now, and even to this big candy and soda store like an hour or two away, and he got a crate of different kinds of sarsaparilla there, which was really cool. So when I went there some number of years ago, they didn't have any at all. So we've been slowly working our way through those, and last night's sarsaparilla just wasn't good. It kind of had like an aspartame taste. It didn't have that in it. It had like, you know, real cane sugar or whatever, but it did not live up to the sarsaparilla name. I don't even remember what it's called now. Something spur. So if you want to try sarsaparilla, which if you don't know what it is, it's a bit like root beer or birch beer, but it's originally made with the sarsaparilla root. I don't know if it's always artificially done now or not. One of these things was deemed poisonous or cancerous or whatever. So I don't remember if it was root beer or sarsaparilla or what. But yeah, it's close to root beer, but a little I don't know if more of a bite's the right way to put it, but I really like it. It was always a treat to have it. So didn't have a great movie last night and didn't have a great sarsaparilla, but we did have malts with our dinner. I had a Beyond Burger, which was good. And it was a nice day. Nice weather. So, and I didn't see my dad for a few weeks this time around. Normally scheduled to see him about every other week. So, it was nice to see him again. Mm-hmm. Alright, last one of these. Yeah. It's maybe a little poofier than it would normally be, but it's okay. I guess this one's the only one that I have 2 layers on to compare. My dad has 2 cats. Maggie, a long-haired black cat with a cute, short little face. Not as short as like a Persian's or anything, but she's just cute. And Ginger, who's an orange tabby. And they were both fairly shy. He got them at different times. But if you can get up to Ginger without startling her and stuff, then she really likes to be pet and she'll roll onto her belly. You know, she's happy. And Maggie can also be a little startled, but she loves to sit on my dad's lap, and he's got a new brush to get like the undercoat for her fur, so she seems to be doing well with that. You can get the mats out of her that way. And they're spoiled. They get a lot of treats. So it's nice to see them yesterday. It's nice that my dad can provide a home where they've got all the time they need to come out of their shell. Because my dad just lives alone right now, and it's quiet, and he'll give them attention when they want it, and he won't push them too hard usually. Usually, I haven't seen him ever push them too hard. When I was a kid, it was a little different. But lots of things were different when I was a kid. Man. Tiger, who we got when I was 3, he used to toss her up in the air like people do with babies. Or did. I don't know if people do it anymore. Maybe it's too scary now. But she didn't like it. I can tell you that much. I changed my mind on using a thicker floss for this, and I'm having trouble, like I suspected I might. That's okay. Mostly I want to bring this poofiness down. So I'm just trying to do some teeth and make the gums not look like they're sticking out a lot. Been doing a lot of worrying about, or rather I've been trying to avoid a lot of worrying, I guess, about moving to this for a career, to art as a career, and, you know, like, oh, I'm not building on Twitch very much now. I had a nice boost at the beginning with Habib's community. Thank you, everybody. And, you know, my growth is basically stagnated. I say this, but I've only been streaming for like 3 weeks now or something, so it's not like I really should be worrying about this yet. But it's like, oh, well, what can I do? And then when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm tired, or talking is scary, or reaching out is... It's one of those things where until you start doing it, you're just kind of like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, so I'm sure I'll get better at it with practice and stuff. Put some more stuff on Redbubble. I don't have any traffic there yet, but I haven't been directing anybody there either. So if you like cute stickers, excuse me, in the Animal Crossing style or nature inspired ones, I've got a lot of stickers there now. I've got a couple patterns that are available on a lot more products. It's just that many of my designs that I'll work on for like Instagram and stuff are much better suited for like stickers and magnets and things, and not so much for duffel bags and stuff, you know. But I've got some patterns that I really like on there. Oh, and my shop is under the same name, Whisperwoods. Of course. Gotta bulk out these teeth a little bit so you can actually see that they're supposed to be teeth. Let's see. Lighting's not amazing today. needs to be a little higher. I've got a old setup, which works really well, but some of it's kind of worn out too. So like this light, I can't secure it to be upright. It's going to droop down no matter what I do. So it provides me enough light for this, which is what's important, but I can't like get up close to the camera without going above the light source. Maybe one more. Then I'm gonna have to check my design to remember what I need to do next. I don't know where the trash can went in here. Where is my folder? There it is, that one. Okay. Okay, not quite the way I had designed it, but that's okay. So it looks like I need some black next. This is, oh, this is the frog one I want to do next. You can see designs for the other ones I've done. Hollow Knight. Sorry, I'm looking down so my mouth is away from the mic. Don't know if that's affecting it too much or not. Yeah. More messy thread time. Okay, that's a little too short to work with. Again, I don't know where the trash can is. That should be fine to start with. I'll pull out the rest of it. Okay, I shouldn't actually need this silver one anymore. This one feels different. Don't know why. It just feels like coarser. Oh, nope, don't go off the hook. There we go. Alright. Here comes the part that I need more practice at. Sorry if I start pulling this off screen. Feels very dark in this room and my eyesight's kind of bad. And by kind of, I mean really bad, but I've got contacts in, so it's not disastrous right now. If I didn't have contacts in, I would not be able to do any of this. Okay, my thing doesn't look exactly the way it's supposed to on my thing here. Like it's a little more vertical, a little less this way. So I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out where I'm supposed to be putting the ear. It's starting to look more like an actual opossum now, less like a weird lump. Oh, they killed an opossum and ate it in the movie I watched last night. And it had a lot of meat for not that big of an animal, in the movie at least. I always wonder about in old movies and stuff. You know, they have footage of the live opossum, like, you know, walking on the tree or whatever. And then they have the carcass, I guess, slung over the guy's shoulder. And I'm like, you know, probably easier back in those days to have just shot an actual opossum, whether it's from that footage or not, and used it rather than creating a prop. So, but I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been, and maybe they didn't. I doubt they had a lot of concern about harming actual animals, though, during that time specifically. Alright. So in my drawing here, the ear is all in the white, and in this one it's on the gray because I made the gray too thick. But I'll just have to live with that. Okay, now for the eye, which I'm not going to be making out of a French knot, I think, this time. This is an example of when I did French knots. 2 of them actually per eye. Da, 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 da. Do I have my fork in here? Should. There it is. I need that to make the tassels with. Or in this case, 1 tassel. Oh man, I finally remembered to email the company that I'm using their software to stream my iPad stuff onto my desktop, so you can see it better on Digital Tuesdays. Because I accidentally purchased the one for Mac when I needed the one for Windows, and they have a whole setup because lots of people do that. But I haven't gotten a response yet, and it's been a couple days, and I'm just like, well, my free trial is running out of time. Come on. Yeah. It's not the best, most amazing opossum ever, but you can pretty much tell it's supposed to be an opossum, and that's pretty much a win. Alright. Tie a knot here. And then I need to decide on what I'd like to do for the flare around it. You know, this stuff. I got the banner for this one. I'm thinking berries would be really cute. Berries and then some leaves. But I'm not entirely sure what colors I want to use also. So I don't want to stray too far from this palette. But light pink berries might not be exactly what I want, and this color of light blueberry is pretty unnatural, at least in my experience. So once again, we can just leave this open over here. Let's see. Okay. Silver, purple. I mean, that's not really a natural color for berries either, I guess. But it does go. Yeah, I just don't want more. I mean, I'm going to be making the tassel out of pink. Pink berries. It's too much, I think. Could go darker. But, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Creates a balance with the dark black here. Maybe I could go for more of a traditional blueberry. The blue. Do I have a darker blue? Yeah. It's okay, I don't love it. Be a bit less saturated. That goes a little better. Okay, and then for leaves, some green leaves. Could go for a less natural, bluer color. It's too much though. Too bright. It's a good thing I got a lot of greens. Maybe. Yeah. Probably too bright. Maybe. I need to find a method of keeping these wrapped around better, like so they don't just, the tails don't just fly around everywhere, because my thing is a mess. Kind of like that. Come on. Organization is for chumps. Okay. Let's see, maybe... Why don't I try drawing this out? Just do a new layer on top of everything, not have to worry about it. I am on a painterly kind of brush. Let's get onto a cleaner one. Okay. Doesn't really matter that I'm matching the colors right now, but and obviously the opossum is smaller here than it is here, so there's some more room. Somewhere around there-ish. Could do... I mean, they don't grow on vines, so maybe that's too much. Yeah, I mean... Sure. I hope everyone's having a nice relaxing Friday. Hope those of you who don't work on weekends are excited for the weekend coming up. And for those of you who do work on the weekends, I hope that your days off that are not on the weekends are nice. And that you're having an okay time right now in your life. Gosh, come on. There we go. A little tougher when you got all 6 threads of the floss going through, but these will make for nice fat looking blueberries. I think maybe I will do these through both layers. And that way they'll be a little more sturdy and secure in there. We'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to move this off to the side because I've crowded myself and I feel cramped. Okay. Now I'm going to do a French knot. 2, 2, 3, 4. We'll try 4. Do too many and then you can't pull the needle through. Or at least I can't. There. Very. Make sure that this thing is still lined up and I don't screw that up. 2, 3, 4. Put it back in and try to be somewhat delicate as you're forcefully pulling this needle through. Bloop. Yeah. About here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's maybe not quite as tight or nice. I haven't done a lot of them in my lifetime. I don't know how to, like, the ins and outs of making French knots better. I did just see, probably on Reddit, that you can do a French knot, not where you pulled the thread out, but you could do one like over here, and then you would have a line to the knot. And I'm like, oh, I wonder why I didn't think about that. That's cool. You could have like a bubble on the end of a line, basically. Maybe the tighter and harder it is for you to pull it through, the better the knot is. I don't know. These blueberries don't need to be perfect. Nice for them to have a little bit of variety, maybe. Okay. All the way over here. Oh, don't pull that. Four. I want to put it in where it came out, because I want this to be just a single knot with nothing on it. I think I'm going to go with the idea that odd numbers are more satisfying to look at. I'm going to do 3 over here. Two, 3, 4. I can count, guys. I wouldn't have gotten where I am today without being able to count. Well, this one might work because of things. Nope. It's okay. It's okay, everybody. Calm down. It turned out okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's more episodes of Owl House out. So maybe Spike and I will watch those this weekend. I do that thing sometimes. So I've done it a couple times this week. Where it's like, well, I don't want to watch them until I'm ready to watch them all, you know? Like, I'm not gonna want to stop watching it, and I'm just not, like, excited enough to watch it today. So, put it off. But we've been watching Amphibia, which is also good. Different ways. Oh, missed one. There we go. And then I've got this extra thread that I can use later, but it'll get tangled up in all of my stuff inside the box. There you go, in the box. Thought I heard my cat crying for a second. I think it was just the song. I don't know. I don't know how much to cut for this. Oh, before I stick that in my mouth. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this because if I want to sell things, nobody wants me to put thread in my mouth. Gross. And also, it should be easier also. None of these are for sale, by the way. If you want something, you can commission me, but and I'll do my best not to lick the thread. But it's just habit from the amount of not too much but not too little sewing that I've done in my life. I said it before in a past stream, but my mom quilts. So I've been doing some stuff for a long time. I don't have the patience for quilting. I don't have the interest in it, really. And she talks about it a lot because it's really her thing. And that's okay, but I don't want to do it myself. I'm just going to try to keep it pretty simple with these leaves. Just do like longest in the middle and some shorter ones on either side. Let's see how that works. Maybe it'll look terrible. I don't know. That's alright. Oh man, I just tut 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 tut. I think my upper back just cracked like 6 times. Very little ones. But I'm slouching and it's showing for me. Not so much for you guys. Because you can only see me working off screen. Again. If I'm doing that and you notice and you're bothered by it, please just be like, move on screen. You can keep lurking, that's okay. I'm sorry. I'm so used to working real close to my face because my eyesight is bad. But it's probably better for me not to work right up next to my face too. You don't have to focus in that hard right there. It's okay. Maybe I'll do another one in here, in the middle. I'm growing blueberries for real, but the bush has stayed real small for years. Like 6 years or something. We have a lot of deer and rabbits that eat our plants out here. So I have it underneath the spruce tree where the soil should be more alkaline. And I have chicken wire around it, so the deer can't get it. But I don't know if it's not growing bigger because of the chicken wire around it. Like if I need to make it wider around so it doesn't think that there's something there. But I almost feel like it would grow, but like thicker and squatter. But it's not. Just every year it's just like a little tiny sprout. It's like, okay, I went to school for this. What am I doing wrong? And then I get busy with other things and forget about it. Rinse, repeat every year. Got some rhubarb growing now from my grandma. Took it from her house, brought it home. I think I have to wait till next year to harvest it, but it's so dry lately anyways that I can't. There's nothing to, basically nothing to harvest this year anyways. So that is all of the edibles that I have growing. Now it sounds like I was growing weed, which I'm not. I wouldn't be able to keep that alive. I do have cat mint growing. That's always fun. I'll harvest some of that in years where it's not super dry like this year, so I can actually harvest some. And then I'll let that dry up and crumple it up so it's basically like catnip, but it's a relative, the cat mint plant. Hey, Jump! Hey, but recreational hemp is legal in Minnesota now. I don't know the ins and outs of that at the moment. Like, I haven't actually looked into it. But also, my feelings on, how to put this? My thoughts on using substances that aren't regulated is that it makes me too nervous to do it. I don't know, like, what's getting in there and what level of everything is and how clean it is, if you will. So that's my own personal whatever. But I think cannabis should be legal. I think it's ridiculous that it's considered a class 1 drug in our country. And I think what I remember from what I've heard about this business is that it kind of accidentally passed because people weren't really reading it, and it wasn't passed in a way that was particularly good for most of us who want it to be legalized. So that's a thing. Blah, blah, blah. Here are my thoughts and political opinions. Doesn't everybody want to hear those? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Also, I think this only applies to edibles. Yeah, I think so. And my incredibly limited knowledge of edibles is that they're even harder to be sure, like on dosage and stuff. But I could be, and probably am, totally wrong, because I don't know nothing. I know that THC and CBD are inversely related chemically in the plant. And that you don't get the high from CBD. But since CBD is also unregulated, even though it's not considered illegal, it's pretty common for it to have a pretty high level of THC anyways. See, it's plant stuff. Totally your wheelhouse. Yeah. Well, the lab that I did purchasing for studied it. So, what little knowledge I retained from that, hopefully I'm not spouting wrong because my brain ain't good. But here, you got an opossum with blueberries. That looks pretty good. I think. Nice balance. Alright, now to get the matching colors. Aha, I do need this one, I think. To go there. Ah, good thing I didn't lose it. Then I need to find a green to match. I can start stitching this together. Oh, but I gotta put it at the right level because I want to do a little fold over. Boop. Got it in one. Oh yeah. Thanks. I'm working hard. And then I gotta get the pink to make a tassel. Okay. Oh, right. I stitch it between both. I can't just adjust that. I'm gonna have to come up with some more ideas. I've only got 2 beyond this. I don't know how much I really want to do one of them. Also, I gotta find a place to display these in my house. So you basically only need the amount that it takes to go around. A little more just to be safe. Be able to tie a knot. Okay. Maybe I should... I don't know. This is fine. This is fine. Just everything's burning around me. There we go. Be careful so I don't make a knot. Not doing a very good job. Ha! Not. How are you doing, Jump? I didn't ask. Do you work Monday to Friday? You have the weekend off? Okay, I lost the needle. Did I put it in here? No, I'm just gonna have to grab a different one. Well, I'll find it sometime, and hopefully it won't be with my foot. I don't usually work weekends. They wanted us to work Saturday and then change their minds, which they do a lot. Makes it tough to plan anything that way. You'd be getting overtime then, though, right? Which, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Yeah, it's a huge waste of Saturdays. Yeah, seriously. Well, I'm somebody who doesn't like to just jump on stuff. Ha, Jump, that's your name. I like to plan. I don't, you know, have a good time, just going for it or whatever. But, so I would have an I'd be especially irritated with that, I guess. Not everybody would be. I guess maybe I could make stickers out of these. Put those on Redbubble. It wouldn't be too hard. I've got the designs for most of them on the iPad already. Yeah, I have a D&D group on Saturdays, so working kind of messes with that. Yeah, it does. Well, you know, like you tell the group, like, okay, I can't do this Saturday, and then they make plans, and then you can do it, and then now you can't. And then you don't get, then you're SOL and you don't got anything to do. Alright, what kind of stitch do I want to do at the top here? You do the 3 fur, little footsies, or the 1 fur, or I could just stitch across the top like there wasn't anything there, but I kind of like bringing it, you know, having a little curve there. Yeah, I'm spacing out instead of thinking. That was most of what happened, but the work got canceled fast enough that you will probably play. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna get ramen tomorrow, so I'm excited. Ooh, and takoyaki probably. I love takoyaki. Okay, I have a weird idea that I'm gonna go ahead and try. When you do D&D, does somebody cook in your group? Do you order out? What do you do for food? Do you all starve and get hangry? Oh, I forgot it's Baka's birthday on Sunday. We gotta ask about that. Oh, well, that's... I'll redo it. Whether it's worth it to rethread the needle or not. Come on. This is making it less and less worth it. Let's see, when we played D&D and other RPs, I think we mostly try to trade off with cooking. So everybody, each couple or whatever would try to rotate it out, but we were never very consistent about our playing, so difficult to track. You know, remember who did it last, and of course then sometimes people are just like, I just don't want to cook, I don't feel good, you know, barely able to even just come. So, which I super duper get. So my Saturday group is actually online with the guys back home. Oh, that makes sense. But Sunday I have an in-person group here. We usually get food on the way and a host has snacks. Okay. It's pretty nice. Oh, our group also has quite a bit of dietary differences now that some of us have figured out some things that are better and worse for individuals. So sometimes it's like, well, I'm cooking for 3 of us instead of 6, but it's been a little while. Anyways, I don't have the I like almost never have the fortitude to last more than a few hours, which is rarely how people like to play RPs in the first place. And then, you know, lately it's just like I just want to chill and play couch co-op. Oh man, I made a smoothie with the I think it's dragon fruit that I had in the freezer for a long time. And I don't care for the taste really. So I just put in a bunch of chocolate protein powder. And it's not sitting amazing. And I have a whole nother tall glass of it to drink. Oh, maybe I can convince Spike to drink it for me. Ow! It stuck myself. Fingertip is better than under the nail, which I get sometimes. Then I feel it for a couple of days. And usually it's only just a short little jab, but it's like, God. Ah! See if I remember to water the lawn tonight. Can't legally do it in our city until 6. And usually by that time, I forget. So our lawn's not looking great right now. With it being so dry. And hot. Though it's quite cloudy today. I'll have to check the forecast, see if it's gonna rain or not. Got to add in the idea that I'm going to be doing this stuff, so I'm cutting it quite close with the thread. I'm surprised you haven't turned your yard into a plant forest. That requires money. I like the idea of some lawn space, but lawns are really, really big water sinks for like no ecologically good reason. I almost said economically. Economically too, really. Unless it's just what you really like. So it'd be really cool to have a lot of native plants and stuff around instead. And I'm trying to incorporate that as I can. But, but it still requires a lot of weeding and stuff. Lawns are also not good for bees. That's true. That's very true. So, since we had a lot of lawn die off because, laziness, I guess? Being tired. I didn't go to school for lawn care, so I didn't know a lot about it, but if you leave leaves on every fall, then the soil becomes too acidic and the grass will die off. So we lost a lot of grass over our time here. Not that it was perfect when we got here or anything, but so we've had a lot of Creeping Charlie come in too. And oh boy, is that fun to deal with. I don't like the idea of running pesticides across an entire lot, and we don't got money to like just, you know, have it torn out and put down lawn. So I was trying to find some ground cover for cheap earlier this spring, early summer. So we're trying that out, but it's so hot that everything's having trouble. And the Creeping Charlie is also having trouble. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, try to get native ground covers where I can. And I basically think annuals are a waste of money. So I don't get annuals basically ever. I'm not a very good plant parent in general. I need stuff that can be left alone and forgotten and still be okay. Annuals are pretty rough, yeah. Yeah, I mean, not everything that's annual here is annual everywhere, like, because the winter will kill off stuff. But, I don't know. Like, one of the cities nearby has, like, 3 city blocks of, I'm gonna say zinnia because that's what I'm thinking of, but I don't think that's right. Of just like a, you know, huge row of that. And they look fantastic and you can tell that they're putting money into it. And it's like, those aren't, like, they're just gonna die. Why not plant something that will last for a long time and look really nice, and you won't have to, like, maybe you'll have to trim it every year, but you won't have to buy new ones every year. I don't know. Getting close to being done with this one. Let's see, the favorite plants that I have growing right now are probably the catmint and Baptisia, which is false blue indigo. I have a dark purple, almost black variety. That's where I get these rattles from. These rattles. Or this one's still got the seeds inside. So the flowers are real pretty, and then they have these pods with seeds in them, and they rattle around. So I like that one. That's been coming back every year really nicely. I got a bunch of gooseneck loosestrife. Not the invasive version. I mean, it's still pretty weedy in nature, but that's what I want out of it right now. But it's not the purple one. So that's starting to come up. I got like a chopped up root from your parents a few years back. Like, because I said I wanted some, and then your dad cut it like all to the ground. So I got like a chunk of root, and it made it, and it's starting to spread around. So it's like, okay, I'll take that. The stuff out in front is really died back, and it looks pretty bad, like in front of the window. So people will just have to deal with that until I can get something else in there. I could probably split the snowballs, and those would fill up the space, but that's work. It's hard work to do yard work. Okay, now I just need to do the fold over, which this looks very crooked now. And the tassel, and then this one will be done. I like the colors. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter what color I do the fold over with, so I'll just keep this thread on here. I'm gonna start thinking about doing the fold over earlier. Just do it on here, and then I won't have to try to go through fewer layers and stuff. Starting to get an order of operations down for these. Take a little bit though. Got it. Yeah. These ones don't fit on my fingers well, but they do the job. Okay. Maybe I should try doing this a different way if that's giving me so much trouble. Oh, right. So I said Baptisia, the gooseneck. Oh, and I said the catmint, of course. Nepeta. I have prairie smoke planted, but I planted it after it flowered, so I didn't get to see the flowering. But it's a really cool looking plant. And it's native here. I really hope it comes back next year. And that I didn't kill it by not being a good plant parent. I ain't no mom. Get rid of this gendered language. Everybody gonna start calling me Ubu. Ain't nobody's aunt or aunt. I'm an Ubu. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, right. So prairie smoke has like kind of a bulb shape on top. And then for the seed dispersal, it's got a bunch of like feathery wispies that come out the top. It's very cool. All right, now for everybody's favorite time, tassels. I don't know why I dislike making them so much. It's just, nah. But they look stinking cute, so go with that, I guess. Okay. Should probably find out an actual, like, good length to start with for these. Instead of just thinking, like, that's probably good every time. It would be good to have a rough idea. Like, I don't know. From Earth. And that's not a good way to do it. was thinking, if I do it with my body, then I always have that with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna say around 10 things around the hand. See how that goes. With the full thread, all 6 strands. And then I like to put on the needle because it makes the end part of this a little easier. Try to get these in my hands in a way that actually makes sense in my brain. Man, when I ordered these online, I had no idea what to expect for the size of it. And like obviously it's got to be small enough to get through the eye, but like I didn't process it very well. It's like they're so teeny tiny. Wasn't sure there's like some other kind of magic going on, you know. Come on, there we go. Okay, I don't need a knot. But I do need... Oh hey, I found my needle. And I didn't step on it. That's what I call a successful Friday. Alright, got my fork. Put this around 3 of the tines to get the size that I like for these. Okay. Wrap it around and around and around and around and and around. And then some more. I probably grabbed too much thread. But that's what these tests are for. That can be kind of chunky. Like I like how thick this one is. I don't like how short this one ended up being. So I can't go around the top too many times. Or... Oh, that one might have slipped off the fork like this one almost did. So that could have been the problem. Now, it's easier to thread the needle through the tines that way. Oh, and then you drop it. Do, 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 do. So the needle is helpful for this part, but it's especially helpful for when I want to finish it off. I'll put the needle through the whole thing. Do one more. And then if I put it through, not through the entire center because that's too difficult to push through. Get off! Cutting off my circulation. Oop. Okay. I'm going to actually leave it attached to the needle for now so I can just pop it on there more easily. But I gotta cut the ends of the tassel. And I'm doing it off screen again. I'm sorry. There. Good. Could leave it, but I'm gonna trim it just a little bit. Ba-ba. Okay, and then I'm gonna make it go through here like as if it's doing that to go through, even though it's technically a lie. Okay. And then go through here again. Oh, no, that's not gonna give the look I want. Come on. There we go. I think I'm going to do this, so hopefully it looks a little less lopsided. Oh well. Hi Habib, how you doing? You on break or you off work? You excited for ramen tomorrow? Come on. Let's do it. Grrr. I'm good. Excited for ramen. Work was slow, so I left a little early. Okay, nice. I am doing all right. I'm just finishing up this banner. Caught the very end of it. Here. Opossum! Yeah, let's see if I can get it a little closer to camera. There. Now I've got to cut out a frog. But this one. And then I'll have more than one tassel for a change. Okay, put this away. You know what? I'm going to preemptively do the fold over on this one. Because I said I should do that before doing a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to do it while I'm here and before I forget. Doesn't really matter what color I do it in, so I guess I could have just left this on the needle. Or do I have a threaded needle anywhere? No. Figures. Heck yeah, ramen. I am excited for ramen. I'm very excited. Okay, I want to make sure I've got this at about the same spot. I guess if this side's going to be covered, then I may as well put the knot on this side. Oh. Did something weird and then I came off the needle. Oh. Hi, Clea. How you doing? Meow. Come here. Come on. There's a basket right here you can go on. Or the hammock. Meow, meow. No, I just want to walk around the room and mirror you so you don't know what's happening. Yep. Wow, the color on this really looks different on screen. This is like a almost close to a teal blue. And on screen it looks very like almost close to this color blue. Meow meow. Oh, you went in the basket. Hello. Hi. You want to come up? You want to come up, hon? Yep, we're going to the place near you. Yeah. Do you want to meet there? Do you want me to meet at your place? What do you want to do? Stuff that we probably should have talked about on the Discord or something. Kuya, Kuya Pants. Where'd you go, Kuya Pants? Kuya. I didn't give her attention, so she left. So F this. I'm not gonna hang around. I don't think they have parking. It's like a 15-minute walk from me if you wanted to meet here. Sure, we can do that. You gonna be streaming tonight? Come on. There. Oh, I guess I do have to worry about not going through both sides then. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't know, probably not. Okay. No big raft plans or anything. Ooh, get sleepy. I'm gonna drink some of this caffeinated beverage that I brought over. Maybe. Maybe I'll do that color for the frog. Work was kind of rough Monday through Thursday, so I'm probably just gonna chill. That sounds like a good idea. Could make it a really bright green frog. Eh. Or a really light green frog. Too light. Too textured. Too bright. This would be okay. I'd rather go with that one than this one, I think. Too dark, too dark, too dark, too olive. Okay. Do I want to do off-white for the belly? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Let me get a, I don't think I cut out a piece for this. Quick look. So like I had cut out pieces from my earlier ideas. In case I wanted to replicate them. What is this? Oh, this is this thing? No, I don't know what that is. Oh, a rupee. I have no idea. This is this. This is this, and that is that. No, I didn't. Okay. Come on. Zip. Zip. Okay, let me remind myself of the shape of the frog that I wanted originally. Come on. Do I want to continue with this shape or not? Do I want to do something more like that? Yeah, that's cuter. Oh, my eraser's on a weird eraser. Okay. Since this is symmetrical, like most of these ones are, like 2 of these ones are. Oops. I won't have to worry about which side I'm doing it on. Excuse me while I drop all of my stuff. I don't think I have one of those over here. I've got some pencils with really thick lead, like thicker than, well, I don't know, like 2 needles across thick lead. And that's actually really nice for this because I don't need to be precise and I don't break them off. But I don't have them handy. See, already that's small. Could. That's too big. This is probably too small. Curses. Circles everywhere, but not the right size. This one. It's probably okay. Too big. Good stuff. Ugh. That's like almost exactly the same size. Oh man, I should have my washi tape in here. There's a couple of different sizes of those that are about the right. Ugh. Keep getting caught on this bunch of whatevers. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Benefit of cutting on the seam is that everything's going to be symmetrical. Detriment is that I don't know very well how it's going to look. Like if it's going to be pointed where it's supposed to be round or whatever. But that's okay. It's okay. I mean, the eye is messed up, but I'm not entirely sure how I did that on one side and not the other. But that's okay. Okay. Gonna round off some of these more jagged cuts. Yeah. Okay, now, is this too big? Yes. Oh. Alright, watch me mess this up when I try to make it smaller. Actually, first I'm going to look around my room and realize that my brain isn't processing very well today. Get something. I'll trace this on here. In case I want that later. All right. Let's see what we can do about this. Sorry, I'm off screen again. I'm good at this. Oh, it looks weird now. Oh. My little round buddy is now weird. Okay, so that, and then this line isn't very circular anymore. It's kind of loop. So I don't know exactly how to fix that. Can I see through this well enough to trace it? Man, I did a pretty good job my first time, and then it was too big. That's what he said. Oh, I went through some double doors to get boba. The first row was push and the second was pull. That's bad design. Got neither door correct on the first attempt. Well, once you got through the first one, you would absolutely not get the second one right. That's terrible design. Boba tea, though. What flavor? I've gotten some that I've liked quite a bit. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh no, this isn't going how I wanted it to go. Gotta get up to get scissors that are not fabric. Maple brown sugar. It's got some vegan, gluten-free, allergen-friendly place at my bus stop. Nice. That sounds really good. I've had melon before, which has been too syrupy for my taste. I think I've also had taro, which I like a lot. Yeah, I've had taro and I like it a lot. The purple sweet potato relative. But maple brown sugar sounds good. That might be like the base flavor? Go to a different place to get matcha. I don't like matcha, unfortunately. I would like to like it, but I don't. I like taro too. Nice. There's a tropical market close to my dad's house now, and they have canned boba sometimes. So I've gone in and gotten some fresh tropical fruit and gone in for boba a couple times, and it hasn't had it every time. I'm just like, no. Oh, I want my boba. And the clientele there are highly demographed towards the Asian family or Asian restaurant owners, I think. So I do feel a little awkward going in, but I want to support their business too, and I try to be really respectful. No one looks at me like I'm crazy, I just feel out of place. Which I'm sure a lot of people feel really out of place all the time, so I can handle a little bit of it. Alright, attempt number 2. Got some Eggos recently that were cinnamon and brown sugar, like Belgian waffle style. And they're Eggos, so they're not like, you know, restaurateur quality, whatever, but they're pretty good. I'm sure it's not the healthiest of breakfasts, but I do like me some brown sugar. My toaster has a frozen setting, so it actually... Oh no. Well, we'll see. So it actually toasts Eggos really nicely. I remember my dad's toaster, ancient thing, they would just be soggy or burnt. And I have a friend who I believe is not on today, but they are allergic to cinnamon, and it is such a tragedy. Can't make them apple butter. Can't make them anything. You can't make them lefse with cinnamon sugar. So sad. Little monkey. Yukiki. Brent used to eat Eggos frozen. Brent ate hot dogs frozen. Or cold or whatever. So, yeah. A lot of people eat Pop-Tarts unpopped or whatever. Which I think sounds bad because they're cardboardy enough. Slather them in peanut butter and syrup and make them into a sandwich. That doesn't sound too bad. Alright. If I can erase some of this stuff, I can live with Froggy having a cut up toe. We're not all perfect specimens, okay? Even this banner frog, which is not supposed to be alive. Eek, eek. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Size is okay. I don't need the kitties to help me make a mess. I can make my own messes. Streamers must be perfect at all times. Whoa, well. Oops. Alright. Let's get a tummy. There, that might actually be the right size for a tummy. Brought this up a couple of times, but Dylan and I have been watching Amphibia on Disney+. It's a show aimed towards children. It's definitely got some more of the morals episodes, but they're often done a little differently. Like, the moral aha moment or whatever will come early in the episode, and then they'll do other things for the rest of it. And these are 15-minute episodes, so that's kind of nice. You're not just sitting there being like, blah, blah, blah. That would be awful if that were the expectation. Yeah, it certainly would. I wouldn't have even tried. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to appreciate each other. On my channel, at least. Here to appreciate each other and try to relax. Just veg out. Not think about what the heck's going on. Yeah, but Amphibia. Blah, 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 blah. We're into season 2 now. But the world is designed so fully. And in that, I don't mean like the... well, yeah, kind of. Like the encompassing world. But what I meant to say originally was the level of detail and everything is so great. There's just frog-themed everything. And so, look. Let me get a piece of paper. Get this thing back out again. This is... I don't know what Infinity Plus is. Whatever. Lots of things will have like the frog foot on there, or like even the door hinges will have the frog head. You know, where like the bolts are on the door. Level of detail is really cool. Actually, I'm gonna grab my sketchbook really fast because I've been doodling along. And that'll be a quick way to show off some of that. I also grabbed cookies. Cookies for me. Go. So, doodles from the show. Stuff. And they're really hard to see. Okay, well, get a little closer here, see if that helps at all. A little bit. So you can hopefully make out these, like, frog door toppers, fountain, these little teeny frogs from a teeny frog town. It's all just very cute. Lots of moss everywhere. Cookies! So yeah, I've been very inspired to do froggy things lately. And though I drew this before we started Amphibia, now I'm excited to actually make it. It actually needs to be a little smaller. Okay, watch me fail to continue this to be... watch me make this into a shape that's not a circle while I try to cut it down. Boy, words are hard. Oh, I overheard our cousin Panda is going to be in town in like a week and a half. So we might have to try to arrange a time to meet with him. But I did not, or when I asked, my informant said they didn't know whether he was here to stay or if it's just a short trip. Close enough. If he's staying with his dad, maybe we can make a trip up to the Vietnamese place. That's in that direction. Informant. It's Spike. Spike's the informant. I don't know if they played Tarkov together last night, but Spike definitely played Tarkov last night. I just was not home. Okay. Let's turn in. Let's not. Where do I want this froggy to sit? Here? That seems good. Okay, time to eat cookies, actually. We did not play last night. Okay. So you found this information out earlier and you didn't relay it until recently. Oh. No. She's always in town-ish. Like, one state over is not out of town. I think she's one state over. Whatever. I said Panda. Did I not say Panda? No, you were thinking the informant was his sister. I got it. Okay. Brain's not working so great. You did speak to him last night, though. Okay. No, the cookies! I dropped them on the floor. It's okay, only one cookie fell out. Yes. Thinking that she was the informant. I got it now. Figured it out on my own. After screwing it up on my own. No, I haven't talked to her for quite a while. I'm sure she's very busy. With her chillin'. And, I'm bad at staying connected with people in general. So, there's that. I'm not on TikTok. Most of what I see for it is through Reddit, so... It's kind of astounding how you can be not super into sugary things after not having them for a little while. Well, then you'll get one that you really like, or sugary salty or something, and then be like, oh, now I really want the other things that I used to have with this all the time. So, like, add the cookie, and now it's like, man, now a sugary Pepsi sounds good, which is good, I guess, because I have one here, but this is how I'm getting fat, which is okay. I just... hard to adjust with societal pressures, and I want to feel fit. I don't have to look fit, I want to feel fit. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, like many people, I've put on some weight during the last couple of years. I mean, my metabolism has probably slowed down in general too. But I need to get some exercise. Will you learn to dance with me, Habib? Not like ballroom dancing, but like, I don't know, jazzercise. Like, learn to cool dance. I can't dance at all. Maybe you know how to. I'm a bear cub now and I'm happy. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're happy. Sure. Okay. Yay! So I think that would be potentially a more fun way to get exercise. And Beat Saber is the only time that I've been able to continue something past like a pretty short amount of time. I run out of breath real fast. I've never learned to breathe while running and stuff. I bet you have a head start on me. I'm pretty terrible. Let's chat about it tomorrow, though. We can have Zoom dance parties or something. Tanzen. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan. All right. I have studied how to do the moonwalk before, but I have not practiced enough to be any kind of good at it. Other than that, the only dance moves that come to mind are like the sprinkler and the shopping cart. So 20-ish blocks to go. Getting there. Well, only 40 minutes left for me. Might be able to finish the frog in that time. He's not as complicated as the opossum was. Oh yeah, if you couldn't tell, I was into frogs lately. And I finished the piece for Dylan's sister yesterday. No, not yesterday. Wednesday on stream. And I want to hit up Goodwill and find a frame for it. Because if I can get a cheap frame, that'd be nice, and then the burden wouldn't be on her to not damage the thing. Panda playing Deep Rock Galactic last night. Missed a chance to join them. Aw. I've heard of the game, but I haven't played it, and I can't remember what it's about. Right, so I want to hit up Goodwill. But I can't drive my car right now. We're bringing it in tomorrow. And so, like, yesterday, all during the day, I'm like, oh, I should do that thing. And then today, I'm like, maybe I'll do that after the stream. Nope, I can't. There's a thrift store I could reasonably walk to, but I mean, I guess that's a source of exercise that I could do. Maybe I'll see how warm and sticky it is outside. Space dwarves. Space dwarves. Okay, I've heard that before, but also Skyrim had space dwarves. So it's Skyrim? Rock and stone. Rock and stone. I'm not in the loop. I could start singing non-space dwarf songs from the animated Hobbit movie. That's what everybody wants to hear, right? I say that, and now I can't think of what they actually are anyways, so whatever. It's always a challenge when you have other music going on to think of music stuff. It's filling up the space. Isaac, you go underground on mining expeditions and fight space bugs. Okay. That could be fun. Probably fun considering that I've heard of the title more than a few times. Oh, last weekend I found a little frog out in the wild on a farm. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of it pretty quickly. Got some good photos of it on my phone. It was exciting. How do I work my phone? Froggy, froggy, froggy. Okay, shelter cats. I posted a picture of a shelter kitty today on Instagram if you want to check it out. It's a black kitten from a litter of 5, I think. They're all so cute, so sweet. Mm. 10 blocks. Froggy! If I can turn the brightness up on my phone. Can I do that? I certainly can. Come on. There we go. Come on. Nope. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Little frog. It's so cute. So I bothered it for a little while, take pictures, and then I let it go. Can I tie a knot? No, that's the knot from where I started. 4 blocks. I presume 4 blocks. 3.9, 3.8. 3.8, 3.8, 3.8. At a stoplight. Scissors. Go. That's going backwards. 3.9, 3.8, 3.8? What? I kidnapped it and photographed it. Did I ever miss a stop? Yeah, I guess so. I basically kidnapped it and held onto it for a short time, and no ransom came, and then I couldn't feed him anymore, so I let him go. Or her, or them. Or it. Afraid I was a rude kidnapper and I didn't ask for its pronouns. Yeah, I'm chilly. Got the AC blasting on my legs here. Three quarters of a block. I was gonna say 3 1/4. It's like, that's not how that works. Almost there. I think I'm not going to be putting anything extra on this frog one. There's not a lot of room for it, and none of the designs originally had stuff on the sides. They just all were smaller than I expected. So 5 steps and a door. Detour, detour. I kind of like how floofy the tummy is compared to the frog. Probably doesn't pick up on camera all that well, but it's a thicker, slightly thicker felt. Or rather, the pieces underneath are very thin. But it actually gives it a little bit of dimension, which is nice. 300 blocks. Oh no, what happened? 300 Lego blocks. Kind of miss putting together Legos and watching a movie. It sounds nice. I got you. Oh no, I dropped it. Was that actually the joke you were gonna make, or did I just step on your joke? I do not like the song. Come on, phone. I don't like red velvet. Oh, it was the joke you're gonna make. Wow. I don't know whether that makes me clever or if we just think alike. Okay. Oops. Oh, maybe black's a little too harsh. I'll go with a slightly darker green. No. It's right here. Oh no. Oh, can I? I made it happen. Yay. Sometimes you get some of the threads through, but not all of them. Oh, right. Don't do French knots. I'm not doing French knots. I'm doing a chill, froggy, chill eyes. Grr. The sounds help, okay? There. Oops, come on. Yeah, there's a cute little guy. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Okay. Last chance to decide whether I want to do stuff on the outside of it or not. Might look kind of weird next to all the other ones without it, but I don't want to overcrowd it either. I think this one can be pretty cute just on its own. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, now I'm gonna find the right colors to do the stitching and the tassels. Tassels. I want to match the frog if I can, but I don't got anything that's quite the same. I think. Oh my gosh. That's closest, I think. Okay, and then I need one for the purple and one for this dark blue. Don't put the fork away just yet. This one? I think I used this one up here. Maybe I'll use this one for this one. This. Okay, blue. Not quite. Pretty good. Do. You know what? Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the way I did it last time. Okay. Try doing this. Ah! Can't make it line up perfectly. Okay. Do. This one. Oh. Oh, I've got a good idea. That'll be fun. Okay. That might just be the extra added whatever that I want out of it. Woo, 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 woo. Don't crowd me. Done this to myself. So the problem with doing this first is that now I have to work underneath it. So I kind of forgot about that. So it might just be best to continue to do it last. Okay, no, I don't like the blue being on top. Up at the top. Come on. Okay. Oh. Let's try this again. Error. Okay. Yeah, that. You know, I could undo this. I think I will. It's not working quite how I thought it was going to work. Well, it'll help if I actually cut through the whole thing, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get a seam ripper. Be right back. Don't! Here, I'll let you see the keyboard. While I go get my seam ripper. This is actually Spike's. Mine is Animal Crossing themed. I can grab that one in a second, but... you didn't see this. This is definitely not peanut butter on the keyboard from yesterday. It's very cute and colorful, and I like the colors. Spike is super into mechanical keyboards. He's been able to pick out stuff for a lot of people. No! Don't eat the whole keyboard! I'll be back. No, it's not! I can grab the green or beige keyboards also. Are those here? Okay, give me a second. I didn't find my seam ripper. I don't... Got a couple. I do have one in here. Okay. Hi, Toby. You gotta wait a second. I've gotta get up and show off all the keyboards that are up here. Keyboard show-off time. Problem is I don't remember what any of the keycaps are for any of these. Keycaps? The keys? Whatever. Right. So this is the one that Spike's letting me use for streaming. It helps me control stuff across the room from my desktop. It's a big old retro cherry. I don't know if they're cherry blacks or reds or what. But yeah. They're linears, I remember him saying, but they're super loud. This could use a retro bright. Is that what it's called? I forgot, it's been so long since we watched the 8-bit guy. Cherry blacks, okay. I don't remember the difference, but... Alright, this is my keyboard. I don't have any of the special keycaps on, but it is an Animal Crossing themed one, like, legitimately. It's the colors of the New Horizons stuff that came out. Like how the Switch... Yeah, minty. Chocolate mint. These might be Zelios or Telios. I don't remember. Oh, now that it's on Delight, I can see some grimy grumness. Stop nibbling! Got a ducky base. I really like it. I have a mat that's also the New Horizons thing as well. Toby likes it. Kuya's come in. It's a keyboard party! Keyboard party. Not legit. It's not legit Animal Crossing. Whatever. It's beautiful anyhow. And we paid plenty. Close. Those are Roselios, that's right. Silent linears from the Zeal PC. From Zeal PC. Ugh. I remember some of these things. I don't remember a lot of them. Okay. Last one is the one that Spike's using mostly right now. This one's gorgeous. It's got, like Aurora Borealis and forest theme mountains. So it's really, like, pretty dark jade for the green. This is also the same ducky base, I think. I don't remember what you have for the keys for this one. They're very, very quiet, though. Good resistance. Just think of it as really dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate with mint, yeah. Oh, you also already said dark chocolate mint. Not chocolate this time. Charcoal. Okay, so these are Roselios also. Did you get this? You got this board after I got that one, right? Or at the same time, maybe? Maybe this is the one that you had to wait a really long time for, I forget. My keyboards get to take a nap on the cat hammock now. Oh, dropping stuff. Back to business. I'm gonna rip out these seams because I remembered I don't like working on this with it folded. See how many of these. The stitching is actually visible. I did things in weird orders. Ta-da! Oh, okay. I got my board and switches before I made yours. I got the keycaps later. Okay. Oh, thank you, Habibul. I presume I didn't see what happened there, but I'm presuming that's justified. Justified. Justice League. I got excited. I saw first time chat and I'm like, ah, Yeah, that figures. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ah, what is with this knot? It will not come out. There. What on earth did I do here? I'm gonna rip this felt out if I'm not careful. And I'm not being careful. Thanks, Habib. I was going to, but you are lightning fast. And you said you got me. Thank you. Ow! Fire. Let me zoom in on my face on this. It's a fireball with sunglasses and teeth. Gosh. So it wasn't that I needed a seam ripper specifically, it was that the knot was really borked. Also, if you don't know, you can just click someone in chat and ban them from there without going to the mod view. That's good to know. Toby! What are you meowing about? Okay. Where's my purple? Alright. I think I'm going to keep the stream going until I finish this banner. So it might be maybe an extra 15 minutes or so. Anybody who can't stay, thank you for joining me. Anybody who can stay, thanks. Please, or can and will stay, thank you. I've got to rest my elbows on the table so I make sure it's actually on screen. I'm excited for my brilliant idea. It's a secret for now. Oh, I'll be here. You know anybody I can raid, Habib? Nobody I'm following right now is online. I was watching Drawfee yesterday, and the idea of Thanos is they were doing dolly drawings. One of them being Thanos lost in Walmart looking for his mom was one of them. So they were doing art about that, and they were talking about Thanos' mom, like, you know. No art streamers currently. Albero Astero's friend Lush the Synth is streaming Fortnite. I don't really know anything about the game. But they're also non-binary and just started out as a streamer. Okay, that sounds cool. I know some about Fortnite. It's not my thing personally, but yeah, I'll raid over there. Thank you. Lush the Synth. Okay. Right, so I went down the rabbit hole yesterday looking up stuff. So apparently Thanos' parents are... I'm going to give you the quick rundown. Thanos' parents are Eternals, and there's a Disney show or movie called Eternals right now that I haven't seen. And the Eternals were made by the Celestials. The head, called Nowhere in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, is the head of a Celestial, but also Star-Lord's dad is a Celestial, Ego. And also, Thanos' parents look human because they were created to protect Earth, I guess the Eternals were. Something like that. But Thanos has like a genetic variant that makes him look like the enemies of the Eternals. So, whatever. And he killed his parents somewhere in the timeline of things. And then I'm like, okay, things are wrapped up enough. I'm gonna stop going down the rabbit hole here. That's enough. You've watched the Eternals, okay. Was it good? Was it decent? Do I have to watch other Marvel movies before watching it? Spike and I aren't quite caught up yet. But not the Guardians of the Galaxy movies or all of the Adventure movies. No, it was not good. It was pretty bad. Okay. I do recommend the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Those ones I tend to like better. I thought the second one was really predictable in terms of ego, but I still liked it. The pacing was terrible. Okay. Spike and I certainly aren't super fans or anything, but we've enjoyed going through it, getting all of them watched slowly over time. You found it predictable, but friends didn't think it was too predictable? Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, like this is super predictable, just because of like the experiences you've had and other people don't necessarily think of it, or vice versa. So, I don't know. Movies can be very frustrating when you're just like, yep, this is happening. Yep, this is happening. Yep, that's gonna happen. Oh, I called it. I knew it. There are too many main characters in the movie, and they give several of them long backstory segments, so it's a very long movie. Not all of the characters even get their backstory explained. Yeah. I think that's one of the complaints about the Quarry video game. I think that's super massive. Came out pretty recently. Same people who did Until Dawn. I watched a bunch of people play it, but there's too many main characters, basically. You don't get to know any of them. You don't get to care about any of them. And that's a really easy thing to do in... I bet especially in, like, comic movies and stuff, because there's so many characters out there. Because comics have had, you know, decades to... Michael's cousin streamed it. Okay. I liked the campiness of it, the intentional campiness. I do agree that too many characters for the length of game. Until Dawn was better, but it's hard to live up to that one. IMO. I'm rewatching people play Until Dawn now after I've watched a bunch of that. A bunch of the Quarry. Slight spoilers for Until Dawn. I'll try my best to make it kind of vague, I guess. The game's been out for almost a decade now, so it's not like super new whatevers, but we got the game so Spike could play through it. I watched it. I'm pretty terrible with horror games. I like watching them, but I don't know if I can play them. But I watched Spike play it, and there's a section where you can run away as a character, but you have to like pick the right things in the right sequence and get the QTEs done. And it's like a series of like 4 or 5 choices. And it's not like, it's not obvious that you're going to get away one way or the other. But Spike managed to do that on his first playthrough, which was like badass, but also he got like a lot of extra information you're not supposed to get on your first playthrough, I think. So I don't know how that changed the viewing of the game for Spike, but I was like, yes, but also no. You're getting this information too early. I haven't watched or played Until Dawn. You were talking about the quarry in a stream, and then all of a sudden Jazzstar was streaming it, and I'm like, oh yes, I've heard of this. Jazzstar. I have that on my list of people to check out, and I didn't check them out yet. Spike, I'm good at Vidya, or something. It's true. Except for how you killed Chris and Mike. There's a couple of points in the game where it's like, okay, how was I supposed to know that this was going to do that? Or, I pressed the buttons. I pressed them, buddy. Come on. But it is a good game for playing through multiple times, I think. Pretty sure my sister is borrowing it right now. Psh. I warned you. I warned you about the stairs, dog. Ba, 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 ba. Apparently, when making Until Dawn, they did a lot of audience testing with heart monitors and stuff, and so the pacing of scares and everything is really, really good. You know, giving people enough time to like get settled back down and stuff. I don't think they took that care in the Dark Anthology series, I think, and I don't think they took that care in the Quarry either. Oh, somebody was watching. Probably Jacksepticeye. Man, he's changed since the old playthrough and the new one he's doing now. Oh, he was saying that perhaps the Quarry wasn't Until Dawn 2 because the people who made it might not be the same team fully, and like they might not have the rights to the name. So maybe they couldn't have made an Until Dawn 2. But the Quarry was the first one made by the company after Until Dawn that wasn't part of the Dark Anthology series. And another game in that series is coming out this fall, I think. So, I can't talk to Spike about the Quarry in case he plays it, but we don't have any plans for him to do it later, anytime soon, I guess. Maybe I'll make the tassels off stream. Doing 3 of them is going to take a little while. Alright, time for my brilliant plan. So I like to do different things at the top here, the fold over, so it doesn't just like end abruptly, or I don't know. I like it to bend towards the fold a little bit. So I've got, you know, like kind of the 3-fingered one or whatever, like here too. Got the 1 stitch. I did this kind of cross thing with the last one I did. That frog is hella cute. Thanks! I like him a lot. So for this one, since when I brought up when I was doing the French knots for the opossum, I brought up that I just saw today that you can do a French knot at the end of a stitch. So it's gonna be stinking cute to make little frog feet at the top. So kind of like these, but with a French knot at the end of the toes. And I'll make them a little bigger and do like, maybe I'll just do 2 of them. Maybe I'll do 3. Would it be better to do 2 because he has 2 feet? And there'll be 3 tassels, or would it be better to do 3 tassels and 3 feet? I think I'll do 3. See, I wasn't careful and I got a knot when trying to pull these apart, but since it's at the end, that's about perfect anyways. Oh no, I hit the lamp. So I could just use this as the knot. This strand. Okay, we're gonna do 3, then we'll just do 1 in the middle so we can space the other 2 better, even though I'll have to go back with the thread. Okay, want to be about that far. Oh boy. Okay, first attempt. We'll see how this goes. About there. Stop going around the outside. Okay, that's really loose, which is not exactly what I wanted. Uh-oh. I could probably do something about that. For now, let's work on the next foot thingy. Oh no. Oh, this is a little trickier than I thought. So I gotta have it like the right distance away. Like that. Two, 3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Did it? Okay, well, it's not great. See if I can pull that one a little tighter. I mean, it could be worse. These don't have to be perfect. Okay, let's... try it again. Over here. 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. I'm doing 5 around now because I don't have the full 6 strands. 4, 5. Well, I'm trying to. I might just have to pull this close to my face so I can actually see what I'm doing properly. 5. Don't like the song. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. About there. Come on. Yeah. Oh boy. If these were any harder, I'd be having a real tough time. Okay, I'm going to do that, so hopefully I can rope that in. It's not quite as separated out. 4, 5. Yeah. One more. Oh, I was going to say it kind of upsets the color balance, but I'm going to have tassels down here too, and that'll help with the balance. Okay, last footsie. 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Practice makes better, right? Two, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll have to make a penguin banner next week. Excuse me. Oof. Penguin! Suppose I could make a light purple penguin. Any ideas for colors or stuff around the sides that you'd be interested in seeing? Let's see, I could potentially make ice cubes or something. Or fish. Or do flowers of some kind. Maybe pink or green. Okay. Ice cubes, you like that? Okay. Pretty sure I know how I would do them, so that's always a good start. Alright, well, we'll see each other tomorrow, so we can talk more about it then, if you want. Or I could just wait until next stream, too. I don't always have to plan everything out way ahead of time. Well? Hi! You wanna come say goodbye to the people? Well. Alright, I'm gonna do the tassels after the stream because I'm getting pretty tired and I've gone over time. But I'll have it available next week for you guys to see if you're interested. And I'm pretty happy with what I got accomplished today. Did most of the work on this guy and had to cut out the frog and the tummy for this one. Did all that. And then I don't think I have anything else cut out to start. So, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and raid. I forgot their name. It's got synth in it. Lush the synth. That's it. Okay. And I hope everybody has a good weekend, whether you're working or not. Hope the weather is good, and I hope you get to eat good food like I and Habib and Spike are going to tomorrow.